welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, and we are kind of staying in town today. We're going to visit with the president of Lansing Community College, Dr. Steve Robinson. Steve, it's always good to see you. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Chris. It's wonderful to visit with you. Thanks for talking to me today.
Well, you are an integral part of my neighborhood, so to speak. And, it's been a while since we've had you on, but it's a good idea to kind of just remind everybody very quickly about kind of the business related things that you do at LC.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we can start so many places, Chris. LCC, as you know, is such an important part of the business community here in mid-Michigan, not only in our downtown campus and west campus, but what we do with aviation in Mason and our east campus and in Livingston County. So we're a really important partner in economic development. And I'm really happy to visit with you about some of the great things that are happening right now at LCC.
Well, I think this is one of those kind of hidden gems. And I know a lot of the things you've been doing for a while, but we want to get this more widespread in the business community by giving you this kind of exposure. What LCC, talk about you as a talent pipeline, because God knows in my neighborhood, everybody is looking for talent.
Absolutely. So all of our business partners across the spectrum, mom and pop businesses, all the way to multinational corporations, the biggest pain point right now is talent, right? We're an important part of the talent strategy in mid-Michigan. We're partners in LEAP, and we work with our business partners all over the place in a number of ways. One that you're really familiar with is our Business and Community Institute, which is housed at West Campus, where we deliver design to spec training for employers of all size. Literally thousands of students every year go through corporate and customized training for our clients. And we deliver those trainings at West Campus or at the facilities of our business partners. That's on the non-credit side. And of course, we have tons of academic programs that point to in-demand jobs in the community. And that's an important part of who we are. As you know, we were founded in 1957 on an amazing workforce need in the auto industry at that time, after Sputnik was launched, right? And we're in a similar situation here as we're reshoring business to the United States with the CHIPS Act and with battery plants. So there's so many things going on with our existing businesses, but also attracting new businesses to the region.
Well, you guys were set up for your annual job and internship fair. Did that come off, and how did it go?
Oh, yes, it was yesterday, actually, when we're taping the day afterwards, and I did a walk through Gannon, and it's great to see shoulder-to-shoulder crowds looking and talking to employers. Employers had booths everywhere. And, post-COVID here, it's sometimes difficult to get to a place like a trade show or a convention where you've got a lot of people traffic. But I was delighted to see so many students talking to employers, and it was a really great event.
Well, I got to tell you, Dr. Tony Glasgow represents you on my T3 council, and that's Tri-City, bringing business and education together. And this is a huge issue for business, as a matter of fact. Can you remind our audience a little bit more about Bo Garcia, who's the executive director of the Business and Community Institute? I'm well acquainted with this because ages ago I was a dean at your college.
Right.
And Business Community Institute was under kind of my bailiwick.
Right, it was.
This is a tremendous resource for the business community.
It is. And Bo Garcia is somebody who speaks the language of business. He's somebody, and I just did it yesterday. We were with MEDC talking to prospective employers who we're trying to attract to the region. And Bo's the person you want sitting next to you to be able to talk about that ability to develop and deliver customized training, to understand how business works. And he's one of our many team members at LCC that's so responsive to the business needs of our region.
I try to have coffee with Bo periodically just so that I know I'm on track.
It's a good idea, and you'll get energy from him and the caffeine because he's a high energy guy.
He is a high energy guy.
Mhm.
So, any upcoming events at your college?
Well, we're planning for next academic year, but the biggest event is the one that you mentioned. I mean, we really have such an important role to play with the employer community. We got a number of events focused on tech careers out at LCC West, at LCC West. But those events that are employment fairs and transfer fairs are on our web. If you go to lcc.edu, there's a long listing of all those important convenings, and those are things we do all year.
You know, and I have to tell you, we've got like 45 seconds left, but what you do internationally, I'm saying honestly, that's going to be our salvation to talent, is immigration reform. And you guys are doing a lot in bringing students here.
Well, yeah, I know we're right at the end, but you've been super helpful to us because internationalization of this campus is something that's a priority of mine. We had a major gift and we're looking at that across the community. So thanks for being such a leader in that area.
Well, listen, thank you and all you're doing at LCC. Congratulations, Dr. Steve Robinson, president of Lansing Community College. Thanks for being with us, bud.
Thank you, Chris.
We'll be right back. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.